Hey everybody, it's David with Design Build Go, and today we are we've got this super cool Quartermaster here, and we are putting in a roller top that is part of the Grenadier accessory package. Then on top of the roller top, we are going to put, I guess, some bars that hold a spare tire. So in the bio, we'll list all the Grenadier part numbers that you can get at your dealer. There's just not a lot out for options yet. For the aftermarket, but this is going to be a cool setup. Let me switch over. All right, so this is ECR roller track, and then you see you get the roller track is down there. We've got a bunch of parts here, and then we're kind of laying out our tracks right now. We've got some rubber pieces, a lot of hardware, and then we've got these little lines that are going to go in the corners that we're starting to set up for, and kind of just taking everything apart and getting ready to go. So I don't know if they all have this, but this is like this plastic bed liner, kind of interesting and different. So anyways, just follow along, and Landon and I will be assembling this and show you what it looks like finally done. All right, to get these installed and set up, we've done some mock-ups, but you're gonna have everything labeled. There's some areas you need to trim. So that's what we're in the process of getting. All right, so we're continuing along, and we got these side rails in along the back. Got that working. Now we're starting to put these pieces in here. Anyway, as we lay this out, this truck has a rear light that we had to move, and we're gonna have to do some modification here, because as you put this bracket in, this curved plastic piece does not fit in well. So lighting's poor, but long story short, we'll do some modification over here, but otherwise it's looking good. This is kind of the base unit, and then we'll get everything else in. We got all the hoses in. Gives you an idea. There's always something fun and new with all these variations of the trucks. So this one having more, has an accessory port and a light that a lot of them don't have. I don't think it was engineered for that. So we'll give some feedback on that later. All right, so we've got the side structure rails in. So now these side rails that'll be on the top, you support those as you put it to the box. And next we're going to remove these bolts here and then put on this trusty cover. That's going to look slick. And then once it has that in, we'll take this tape off, get this ready, and those side pieces are going to sit on here. But this tape keeps the seal in position and looks kind of cool. So, and we solved our other issue here that we had, and that will sit down. But we still got a little plane to do to finish this light, but got that bracket in. That was the issue. So nothing a little Dremel couldn't fix. And then I'll finish the light install once I'm done with that. But yeah, this one's got extra power ports. There's another power port over here. In here. These are not typically found stock. And then of course we took out the tire bracket. We'll vacuum all that out and clean it. But it's looking good so far. All right, so we got our edge pieces on. We've got this cover plate that you see on now. Not a little bit of work. This thing's an all-day deal, man. The cover's on, and then you wrap a seal around the inside. We're going to trim this, but as you can see, that's where that comes. It's all been laid out, but we're going to get this squared away here. Okay, once we built the sub-assembly on the floor, as you saw, kind of got these side pieces in connected to the actual roller bed. Then we lift it all up, set it on, and then connect these guys. There's like 4 of them. They're under there. Anyway, You can see those, and then connect the rest of the tubes, the water tubes that go in the back of this guy. Here, there's a water tube in the corner, and then what we get is this deluxe sliding cover. You want to take your measurements across. They're obviously going to be the same as you work your way up, and that'll keep it sliding nicely. You put this down to lock it, turn the key. All right, so when it's locked, even if you have this up, you can't push it. So we'll have this down, bring the key in, turn it. Now we can unlock it, move it, bring it back, close it, lock it, and then you just move it a little bit and pop it right out, push it down. And now you can pull it all you want, but it's not going anywhere. Pretty cool. And I just kind of snake this baby down. Figure out that. Yeah. And you can close up the bed. So there we go.